Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We're gonna be doing a Q&A. I asked people to send in questions that we would answer on camera, and then we also got dinner, so we'll be eating and answering questions. So we got Starbucks. He got the grande vanilla bean cream frap with four pumps of raspberry, and then of course I had to get my pumpkin cold brew. And then we got some burgers and some chips.
You got chips.
I got Flamin' Hot Lay's dill pickle flavored. So I've never seen these before, so I really wanted to try them out.
Where we grew up, place like makes bomb ass like hamburger sandwiches. Like, look at that. Like,
it's
that's
so good.
So bomb.
It's really good. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
The first question we got was from Rosie, a good friend of ours. She asked, will he approve of our marriage? LOL, JK, love you guys.
No.
We always mess around that Rosie's my wife and that Rosie's, you know, gonna propose to me, so.
No. I do not approve. I will be the one at the altar that says, object, I object.
No, because you're not gonna be invited.
I will crash it will crash it like Shrek crashed at his wedding.
We'll hire you for outside security only. You can't come inside. Okay, next question. Where do you guys see yourself in 5 years?
Who is it?
Multiple people asked, but
okay.
The first question, or the first person that asked that question was the CH family. So where do we see ourselves in 5 years?
I don't know. It's kind of a tough question, but I do see this channel growing, and hopefully in 5 years we'll have. Well, in 5 years I could see us having a kid by then.
Better. Better have a kid by then.
But I don't know, like, I'll just take it as it comes. We do have goals that we want to go for, and we will achieve. So maybe within the 5 year span we would have achieved and surpassed our goals that we have. What about you?
Well, definitely advancing my career in YouTube. I feel like since I barely started, I'm not really at the place where I want to be, obviously. So I'm hoping in 5 years I'm at a place where I can look back at and be like, wow, like I made it this far, and then obviously keep going forward. But aside from YouTube, I don't know. Obviously I want to grow my family. Hopefully we're married by then, or at least engaged, you know. And then I don't know, I'm right now I'm going to school for forensics, so I'll have my degree by next year. But if for whatever reason YouTube doesn't work out, then I can possibly see myself working at a coroner's office
with the dead people,
because I want to work in forensics. So yeah. Next question from the CH family. This question was asked 3 times. El anillo pa cuando? Meaning, when is the ring coming?
Soon.
That's it? A one-worded answer? Soon?
Soon.
Okay.
You guys bug so much with that. Like, there's never a time I can go on live and I get asked that question.
I think people bug though, because we're the only couple that is boyfriend girlfriend. Everybody, all the other couples are married, so
we'll deal with it.
Okay. Next question from the CH family. How many
kids? Son bien preguntones.
A lot of people ask multiple questions.
I love the CH family.
How many kids do you guys want to have?
Okay, first of all, when we first started dating, this girl wanted 7 kids. She wanted.
I didn't realize how much maintenance 1 kid is.
And I'm always like, yeah, of course, whatever you want, 7 kids, let's go. But then now she realizes that 7 kids is a lot. Like, I mean, kids are always expensive, and they always will be. Especially, you know, if you want the best for them, and which is what we do. But 7 kids, goddamn. I'll take care of 3. 3 of them are gonna be successful. I'll take care of them. But the other 5, I bet I'm.
The other 4.
The other 4, I bet I'm como se las agarro, because I do not make that much money.
No. Yeah. After I thought about it, after I processed how much money it costs to raise a kid, because I think people think that all you have to do is buy them food, clothes, and you know, that's it.
I know.
But you have to put them through college. You have to, like, you know, birthday parties. Like, you have to throw them birthday parties or festivities, presents.
Not only that,
there's a lot of stuff that comes along with the kid.
I have medical expenses, first of all.
Yeah, that's probably the main,
you know, thing. Your kid is constantly growing, so you constantly have to buy clothes. And sometimes, you know, when they get to a certain age, they want the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and that comes with the price. So having 7 kids, like, that's a lot. I mean, it could work out because you would just give them the hand-me-downs from like the one before that, but it will get to a certain extent where.
But I wouldn't want that because then the oldest kid would always expect new stuff, and then unfortunately all the kids that follow would be like, oh well, I'm never gonna get anything new. All I'm gonna get is
they're getting the new used stuff.
No, that's what I don't want, because I don't want them to think that the oldest is the favorite and then the others are. That's not true. And then all the other kids are like, they just get the hand-me-down.
That'll be fair, but what I have told her that, you know, everyone chooses to do what they want with their child, but one thing I do is there's no point of me buying them like brand name stuff
when they're younger.
When they're young, because, you know, yeah, they look cute, like, oh my god, the baby has Nikes or get Timberlands or Jordans, but it's like, yeah, but they're only gonna wear it for like 2 to 3 months, and after that, then what? You know, you wasted. Well, I don't know how much they are, but I'm pretty sure, you know, Jordans and Nikes are expensive as they are. Why are you gonna waste that X amount of dollars on some shoes that the kid's probably gonna wear 2 or 3 times, and then after that, then what?
Yeah.
It's like, why not go to Payless or, you know, even Ross?
Unless you for sure know that you're gonna have like another boy, where that the second child can also make use of those shoes.
If I'm gonna spend that type of money, I'd make sure that there's shoes that are like unisex, not just specifically for boys. You know, I'd rather have where, you know, if I have a boy or girl, you know, they can both wear them, regardless. But I just don't see it like that way. Like, there's no point of it. Maybe when they get a little bit older, then yeah.
Final answer. How many kids do you want?
I'm cool with 3.
I want 3 too. Next question from the CH family. Will you still be Melanie's weekend daddy after you guys have kids? Yes. Absolutely. No doubt about it.
Besides us having kids, Melanie would always have like a place in our heart. Just because, I don't know, just the time that we spend with her, like, she's so energetic. I love her. Like, she's so much fun to be with. Like, just hearing like her little giggles, her little laughs, how silly she can get, like, or when she tries to talk. Yeah, like when she babbles. Yeah, when she can go on and just talk like no other day, and we're just there just listening, and sometimes I tell her like, damn, like, I wish I knew what she was saying, because whatever it is, like, when she talks, like, she does she's like doing all these type of expressions, like, damn, like, ¿qué será lo que está hablando? Like, you know, she gets so into it, and then she looks at us like, and you're like, yeah.
She's like, what do you think? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Next question. Why is Julio so handsome?
That my boy Joe?
No.
Who was it?
Guess.
Arturo?
Yeah.
I don't know, papá. Así me hicieron. ¿O será que somos de Michoacán? Probably.
I think so. Okay, this question was asked again. You already answered, so you don't have to answer it again. But somebody else asked, ¿El anillo pa' cuándo? That was Heli.
Heli, espérate, aguántame.
Okay.
Give me like 3 years.
Oh, I hope it's less than that. Okay, next question. First impression about one another.
I was like, god damn, that big ass forehead of hers.
Okay.
First impression as in what? Like when we first met? Like first date? Or when we first found out about each other? Because there could be 2 different impressions.
I think, okay, we'll do when we knew of each other, and then when we like met each other.
Okay, well, first of all, you knew about me more than I did about you. You creep.
You looked like a creep.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I would see you across like the courtyard with your slick back hair. You probably couldn't see me because you wouldn't wear your glasses. And then your eyes, since you didn't have your glasses, I could see how light your eyes were. So you look creepy. I was scared of you. And I don't know who, I think I asked somebody about you, and they're like, oh no, like he's like bad news. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll stay away.
You're like, god damn, I'm attracted to bad boys. She knew who I was. I had no idea she even existed. I didn't even know she went to school with me. But first impressions, like once I was aware of who she was, I ain't gonna lie, I went through her pictures and I was like, let's see, is she worth my time? Is she even worth my time? So I'm like swiping. I saw this like meme where it's like, oh, are you single? And then the guy goes like, I don't know, I'm still going through your pictures, give me a sec.
I've never seen that.
And he goes, never mind, no, I'm taken. You ugly.
Is that what you thought about me?
No, but once I was aware of who she was, I went through. I think it was Facebook. I was going through like, a couple of her pictures just so who she was. Because like I said, like I didn't know who she was, but apparently she knew who I was. But I saw a couple of pictures. I was like, damn, like she is pretty cute. And I'm a sucker for Latinas. That was one right there.
Okay. About first date. Okay, backstory. When we first started talking, and then when he asked me out to be his girlfriend, all that happened, I think, in a matter of 2 weeks. And we hadn't met each other in person. Like, we hadn't hung out or anything in person when he had asked me out. Which is weird, because, you know, you at least want to hang out with the person you're going to date. But anyways, so yeah, we started talking. He asked me out all before we met in person. And then our first date was, like, the first time we, like, met up.
Oh no, there was a time where we went to the mall. Like we were already dating.
Oh.
We were already dating.
No,
okay?
we weren't dating yet. No, we weren't dating yet.
Oh no,
we weren't dating.
We were
just
still
kidding.
talking.
We hung out one time before we started dating when we knew of each other, but we weren't dating
yet. We had mutual friends. So then our mutual friends like kind of like not hooked us up, but like
they're like, come on, sit together.
They're like, oh, like let's go, you know, let's go out. So alright, cool. So no, but before that, I was with my friends, and then like I'm gonna go to the mall. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna be there too. And I was like, okay, well, we should say hi. And then like we didn't even say hi. Like we locked eyes.
No, we said hi. And then I said, I texted him and I was like, oh, before you leave, like give me a hug. He had to drop off one of our friends at her house, so he had to leave early. And then he freaking left, said bye to everybody, and didn't give me a hug. And I was like, oh, okay. And I don't know what your excuse was. I think you were like, oh, I had to go or something like that. But he didn't hug me.
But anyways,
I forgot about that.
Our first date comes around, and I asked her to go to the movies.
It was a double date.
And it was a double date.
We saw World War Z.
Our first movie was World War Z. And, like, I was shy. Like, I know...
We were both shy. We're both really shy people until you got to know us.
We were both shy, so it was kind of like, I won't say awkward just because we weren't saying... As soon as we showed up to the movies, like, we met outside.
It was a little awkward.
It was just like an awkward silence. So once we got to the movies... The other couple we were with, like they went to their area and we went and grabbed our own seats. We were sitting down for a cool minute.
In the movie theater?
Yeah. And then we were just holding hands. We weren't saying much. Like we were just watching a freaking movie.
It was Julio, me, my friend, and then the guy that she was with.
And we were just watching a movie. And like we weren't saying nothing, but my friend, he was like...
He was so funny. He was like... Yeah, because like, come on, this is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, because... They were next to us, so like they saw we weren't doing anything, and then like they'll hold hands and be like, like kind of like give us hands, like hints, like you know, hold her hand. So then I'm holding her hand.
His hand was sweaty.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, yours were.
I know. And then like I think at that point where he wasn't talking, he wasn't holding my hand, he wasn't doing anything. I'm like, bro, why am I here? So I think I was like getting frustrated. I asked him, I'm like, why don't you want to kiss me? Because he hadn't kissed me. And then he goes, because I love you. And then he kisses me.
Well, the reason I didn't kiss her was because apparently I loved her. Keep in mind, this is still our first date. You don't throw I love yous yet. But here I am, like, I'm not going to kiss you because I love you. So it's like, wait, what?
I was like, what? Wait, I kissed you after you said that? And then I was like, wait a second.
I know, same. I kissed her, I was like, oh, pendejo, like, why?
He hasn't kissed me because he loves me.
Never again.
So that was so funny, and I think like that was probably the most memorable part of our first date. That was really funny. Okay, next question. How did he/she know that you were the one? So how did you know I was the one?
I don't know. It's just something about her. Like, in middle school and high school, like, when I would date girls, it was never something serious to say, like, there was always something like empty, like I don't know, the feelings just weren't there, like they weren't there. I think we were just dating just to have the status, like, oh, we're dating, but it was never something like what we have. But with her, like the moment we started talking, like it might sound cliche or something, but like the moment we started talking, like just something clicked. Like I don't know what it was, maybe because opposites attract. When I met her, she was like a goody two-shoe girl, like straight A student. You know, she was, you know, the goody two-shoe girl, the one that would cry if she got detention in high school type of person. And I was the complete opposite, where, you know, I was constantly in and out of trouble. I don't know, just when we started talking, just something just clicked. Like that's why maybe I moved so quick just to ask her out, just because I felt something special. Like there was a spark, as they say.
Where's the spark for the ring?
Hey, mejor cállate, más da chorro.
Well, with me, in the beginning, he was, I mean, he is still romantic. But in the beginning, I felt like He was obviously it's like the honeymoon stage. He was very romantic, and I could see like potential in him, like as a partner.
I was a candidate.
Yes. To be my future husband. I saw potential in him that I wouldn't see in like in like past boyfriends. And then, to be honest with you, the majority of my ex-boyfriends did cheat on me. So I was always very careful. Yeah, insecure. I was really careful with like who I got involved with. And obviously I didn't like, what's the term? I tried not to catch feelings so quickly because I didn't want to get hurt again. But with Julio, it was, I don't know, like when we started talking, I did feel a connection, and I felt like he wasn't the type that would be like that, and he wasn't. So yeah, I think that's when I knew you were the one, because we started talking. I think because since we started talking more as friends, getting to know each other, and then we like formed a relationship. What were you gonna say?
She had this boyfriend that at the time was one of my friends.
I didn't know who he was.
He wanted to meet her dad hella bad, like super bad. Like, oh, when can I meet him? When can I meet him, kid? Like, this kid was just straight up like chicken, like for everything. And I guess he ended up going, and like this kid would wear his like ex-girlfriend's skinny jeans, put it to you like that, halfway down to his like thighs.
He had very broken English.
And he's over here like, oh yeah, I want to meet your dad. You can't say okay. So
and my dad doesn't speak Spanish. He only speaks English.
Yeah. And so she goes, okay, cool. So her dad was waiting to meet this dude, but the dude was across the street of the house, scared.
He texted me. He was like, oh, like, I'm outside of your house, but I'm like across the street. And I was like, oh, well, like, come to the door, and like, you know, my dad's waiting. And then he texted me. He's like, no, I'm scared. I don't want to meet your dad anymore. And so I go outside. I go across the street. I'm like, okay, bro, you need to like pull up your pants because you cannot meet my dad like this. So I think he pulled up his pants to meet my dad. And then that was the last time he saw my dad. I don't think my dad liked him.
If you don't know who her dad is very intimidating.
I guess that's a good thing.
Obviously, he tries to pull off the big, intimidating guy. So if you're able to overcome that, then he knows, like, you know, he can trust you. And that's what happened with me. But at first, I was very scared of him. Yeah,
but now, like, you're over here like, hey, Dad.
I love him. He's like, the best. And, like, he helps me with everything. Like, when it comes to, like, car issues, like, he's my go-to man, like, right away. Like,
well, anything, really.
Mm-hmm.
Next question. Favorite memory?
We have a lot.
My favorite would probably be the first time we went to Disneyland together.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't that into Disney. Not really. I've always been like obsessed. We went together alone to Disney. It was like the first time I had traveled without my dad to go to Disneyland. Or without parents. So it was really exciting. And then, you know, we got a hotel, and then we stayed all day in the parks, and a little too crazy shopping, and my feet were hurting really bad. Like, there's a lot of
like the
parts
moment
I remember about the trip.
The moment we were in the park, like, we felt nothing. Like, no pain. We weren't tired. But the moment we left the park, like, everything would hit us. Like, she ended up having like a bad callus, right?
No.
In the back of your heel?
No, I think it was a blister.
Oh, she had a bad blister.
I had a blister in between my big toe and my toe next to my big toe. Because I thought that it would be smart to wear chanclas to the park, being there all day. So after a while, I couldn't walk. I was limping, and then I started to get like a blister in between my toes, and it was really bad. I had to buy shoes in the park, and they're like $40, but like my feet could not, and I think it was only like 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So we still had a good
like,
amount.
We would go to the park. Like, we would wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, because the hotel we would stay at offers breakfast. So instead of having to buy breakfast at the park, which is always expensive,
we would free breakfast.
We'd wake up at 6 o'clock, we'd shower, get everything ready, then we'd go downstairs, have breakfast. And I think the park opened at 7, right? Or 8? 8. So the park would open at 8, so it would give us a good amount of time to eat, let the food digest. And by that time, we were walking towards the park. So we would be in the park from there'll be like the first day we got there, we were there from like 8 o'clock in the morning, keep in mind, until it closed, which was like 12 o'clock till midnight. So like that
obviously
day, like,
we'd sit for a little bit, but
it wasn't
majority we'd be standing in line or walking around. So it was a lot of walking.
In one day we were able to do the entire Disney park, like both California and Disneyland.
Well, I think on our phones I tracked our miles that we walked, and we walked like what, 10 miles or something?
We walked almost like 10 to 12 miles
that day
Like,
from just walking
insane.
at Disney.
It was fun.
Our first Disneyland trip together would probably be my top favorite memory.
Same.
Yeah.
I can agree.
Now
on
you're
that.
just piggybacking.
Oh no, my favorite memory is when she filed a fake police report.
You're so annoying.
Or when she scraped the rims on the Beamer.
That was an accident. What about when you hit a tree with your car?
Hey, we ain't gonna talk about that, right? We're talking about you.
Okay, next question. Julio, when are you going to put a ring on it?
Otra vez, who said that?
Steph?
Oh, poor Steph.
Okay.
Que primero Kelly. Y ahora Steph. And who was the other one?
And then Selena.
And then Selena. Like, girls, you gotta give me a break. Hold on.
Next question. How did y'all meet? Y'all make such a cute couple. Thank you so much. That was Yasmin who said that. And how did we meet? We met through Facebook.
We met through Facebook.
We went to the same high school, but like we said, we didn't really like talk. Really, when we started talking, he had barely graduated, and then we were friends on Facebook because back then I would friend a bunch of people that I didn't know on
bunch
Facebook.
Of guys.
No, not guys, but just like
dude.
Mutual friends. Like if it said like, oh, you have 30 mutual friends, I would friend them, like because we had people in common. So I think I friended you. One of us friended each other, and then back then they used to do those status things like, oh, like for To Be Honest, or
sure
like for a rate.
Those, yeah.
But I think younger generations don't know that because they don't really use Facebook.
Well, people that are like 20 something years old now,
yeah,
like they understand, they know what we're talking about. Like,
but yeah, they do statuses
LMS.
like, yeah, like my status for To Be Honest, or for a rate, favorite memory, what I think of you, first impression, and all that stuff. So I think I had that as my. I know we both had one of a variation.
I had one first,
He had a status like that, and then I had a status like that. And I think, you know, I liked his status, and then he, you know, gave me his opinion of me, and then like vice versa. He liked mine, I gave my opinion of him. And then I think when I liked yours, you were like, oh, we should talk more, or something like that.
Exactly.
And then
exactly that. That's what it is.
And then I was like, oh, I was like, oh, what's your number? And then he gave me his number.
Normally
so
the
then,
guys pull the number, but she was the one who pulled my number.
I know. And then after that, like, we started texting, and then I think like 2 weeks in of us talking, he had asked me out. So then we started dating. And then yeah, 7 years later. Yeah. Next month it's 7.5.
Still dealing with her big ass forehead. It wasn't as big as when I met her, so she catfished me. She catfished me.
How rude. You saw my forehead on our first date, and you're still with me, so.
Yeah, I know. I was watching the movie off your forehead.
Oh, stop. You're so mean. Describe each other in 3 words. Annoying, messy, hothead.
Big ass forehead.
You're so annoying. Okay. Let's see. Goofy, smart, and reliable.
All reliable. You know, like that SpongeBob one with the spatula?
Oh, yeah.
For me would be creative.
Yeah.
She's very creative. Like, I can give her this napkin and she'll figure out what to do with it. Like, that's how creative she can get. She's very gorgeous.
Aww.
And she's very smart. Like, I always have to go to her when it comes to stuff. Like, if there's some stuff, like, there's words I don't even understand. Like, so what does that mean? And she'll kind of, like, fill me in on that.
Aww.
So, yeah, I'd say creative, smart, and gorgeous.
Oh, I love you. Who's your favorite YouTuber? I have multiple.
Yeah, I have multiple. I would have to say, obviously, the CH family. I love them dearly. Followed by the Jam fam. The last one.
I mean, you have, like, other YouTubers you watch too.
Yeah.
Like the gamer ones or the car ones. There's this YouTuber that lives in Japan, and all he does is try food from vending machines, so I really like his.
Eric Surf 6. Not just Eric Surf 6.
Eric Surf 6. I love watching his stuff.
So for me, it'd just be the CH family, the Jam fam, DDE, Daily Driven Exotics. I'm a big fan of like car YouTube channels, especially. There's just like the guy, his thing is called Vice Grip Garage, and like he finds these cars that have been abandoned for like 20 plus years, and he finds a way of how to turn them on the spot with a couple of tools. So like stuff like that, like I watch his stuff and it kind of motivates me to even want to try to find an old car and I try to fix it up myself. But my top 3 to say the least is the CH family, the Jam fam, and Daily Driven Exotics, and then after that is just anything that really can that really falls under my category. And you?
Obviously CH Family, the Jam Family. I like watching the Ace Family every now and then. Eric Surf 6. I like watching his stuff. And then what's that guy that scammers?
Oh, I forgot his name.
But there's this YouTuber that, like, there obviously a lot of people get scam calls, but there's this YouTuber that films when he gets a scam call, and he'll scam the scam caller, and it's so funny. Another favorite YouTuber that I started getting into because of Selena from the CH Family is Us Always. So I started watching Us Always, and then I also like Aloe and Benny and Elsie. I think those are like the main ones, but I'm sure like there's some that I missed too. What is one thing you like/dislike about each other?
For her, it would be the thing I like about her is just that she's always organized when it comes to like anything in general. Like it could be like her hobby, like she's so organized. Like she has a book just dedicated to her hobby and her trades, and then she has a planner for what we have to do like before school. She has like, I guess, like a life planner where she's like, okay, this is what we gotta do. We have to do this and this and this and this.
Like appointments and
yeah, so she's
everything.
very on top of that. Like she's very organized. And then she has her school planner. So she's very organized in that. The thing I hate or I dislike about her,
hate?
she's lazy. She's lazy to clean.
I'm Lee, yeah. I don't like
So that's
cleaning.
one dislike. With my mom, we grew up always cleaning. 7 o'clock in the morning, like we'd be cleaning the house. That kind of grew onto me, and like I've told her, like I don't blame her precisely. It's just the way we both grew up differently.
Yeah.
The way my mom has.
There's been situations where I've attempted to help out and I just got shut down. So ever since then, I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna get yelled at again for trying to help. So I just like didn't attempt to do it again. And then when I was younger, my room was so messy, like you couldn't see the floor. So I get where he's coming from. I'm a lot more organized now.
Yeah, she's just lazy to clean.
I don't like I don't like cleaning.
The only place she really does get down to clean is the kitchen, just because that's hers. I can be a little bit independent when it comes to washing, cleaning dishes and all that, but she does that now. So I haven't touched a dish at all since we moved in together. But yeah, cleaning is something she's getting better at it as time goes by, but I feel like that's just one of those things
that I have to work on.
That she has to work on, and she is.
Okay, well, one thing that I like about you is that, like, when you like to get things done, you know, like when you have your mindset on doing something, like you do it and then you finish it. And then one thing I dislike, can I say two things? Just
no, one thing. I mean, you can opinionate, but you gotta choose one of the two.
Okay. The fact that I am always doing the laundry and the dishes and making dinner all the time. So you need to help me with that.
What's the second one?
You speeding.
I can do one of those.
You've gotten better, but I mean, he recently got a speeding ticket, so he needs to work on speeding. Next question. Who is more romantic?
I am.
I wouldn't say that.
I am.
No, you're not.
When have you bought me flowers? I would say both. It's 50-50.
Yeah, I think we're both romantic.
Yeah, it can't be just one of us. We both are.
Somebody said, do you guys spend time with family? If so, how does it go for holidays?
We spend a lot of time with my mom, mostly. Her, like, with Thanksgiving, like, it's either we go early with her dad, and then
later with
my mom,
mm-hmm.
and then there'll be times where we have to, like, sneak in to go see her side of the family, her mom's side of the family, whether it be her grandparents or her aunt.
Just to spend time with them.
Just to spend time with them, but it's a little bit...
This year's going to be a little different.
Yeah, this year's going to be a little different, just because my mom wants to go spend holidays with my grandpa.
In Mexico.
In Mexico. So for that, I feel like it opens up a little bit more for us. So most likely we'll be spending holidays with her dad and then her mom's side of the family. But before that, like, it was never too tricky to say. It was pretty fun.
No, like, we were able to manage pretty well.
Yeah.
Somebody said some throwback pictures of the beginning of the relationship. All our pictures are cringy.
You guys want to see some? I got some from Instagram.
Okay, here's one. This one was July 3rd of 2015. Is when I had braces. That was us 5 years ago. And this is us now. So that is an old picture. Let's see.
This was in 2014.
Oh my goodness. Me and Julio started dating in 2013, so this was a year into our relationship. The phone camera at the time was not the best. Here's another one. This was in 2015. Who's more bossy? I think I'm more bossy.
I mean, it can go either way. It depends what kind of scenario we're put in.
You're bossy when it's time to clean.
When it comes to cleaning, like, I get into like
it's
the zone.
weird because he's good at cleaning, like, you know, clean the bathroom, the kitchen, or whatever. But when it comes to like messes around the house, like clothes here, paper there, food,
Yeah,
like
I'm bad
plates
with that.
there, he's bad with that. So that's when I'm like, you need to pick up after yourself.
Yeah, picking up after myself is like...
You need to work on that.
Yeah, I need to work on that.
But he's good at like cleaning like the bathroom,
like
vacuuming.
those that know me well, like, if you go into either the cars, any car that I drive, like you will see like they're clean. Like, I'm not a fan of keeping a dirty car, but when it comes to cleaning the house, like, I'll get straight into the zone. Like she said, like, I'll get bossy. Like, I'll tell her, hey, like, you gotta do this. And like sometimes, like, I understand, like, she was never taught how to clean, so sometimes when I see something that she didn't do right, like, I kind of like, I don't correct her, but like, I kind of show her how.
In the beginning, he was really mean.
Yeah,
he'd
at
be
the
like, you did not clean this right, and then
Yeah.
I'd get my feelings hurt.
Yeah, but then I had to like learn, like, you know, she doesn't know anything. Like, this is all new to her. So like, little by little, like, when I saw like she missed something, I thought like, oh, like, hey babe, like, next time, like, you know, wipe this or do it like this, or, you know, use certain chemicals for, you know, X and X and this and that. When it comes to cleaning, I can be bossy, but with her, I don't know when you can.
I mean, picking up after yourself, I think I can be bossy.
She is bossy when it comes to packing for when we go on trips.
Oh, my bossy.
Like, there'll be times where, like, she'll tell me, like, I'm like, she'll pack 3 days in advance before the trip even happens. But then I'll be the last one to pack, and like, she'll be on me, like, you gotta pack this. Did you pack this? Like, you need to pack that. Like, you need to load this into the car, and blah blah blah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. I pack enough.
No, you don't. We're going for like a 3-day weekend, and she packs like it was for a whole freaking week.
Just in case. What if I don't want to commit to the one outfit that I pack? I need options.
No.
2 people asked, where do we see each other in 5 years? So we already answered that.
Yeah.
But another thing I want to add that I forgot to say is that I'm hoping by then
She can get that forehead reduction.
You're so mean. No. That we've like at least began the steps to building our own house.
Yeah,
so I'm hoping
I can
by
see that.
then, because we want to build our own house, so I'm hoping by then we have taken a few steps into the process of getting that done. That is all the questions. You guys asked some really, really good questions, so thank you guys for those that submitted questions. This was really fun. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you guys aren't already subscribed, make sure to do so and hit the little bell. That way you are notified every time that we upload a new video. Comment what you guys thought. Comment other video ideas that you may want us to do.
Or any videos that we post out, like, you know, these are videos you guys ask for. So, you know, we're happy to be able to do videos that, you know, that you guys are asking for. So, you know, keep those requests coming in, and, you know, we'll
try our best
to push them out.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.